Hare Krishna. Today I have a privilege and blessing to sit and speak with Govinda Datta Prabhu in ISKCON, Hawaii. So my first question is, how did you came to Krishna Consciousness?
1973, I was driving in my car and I had a friend point out at the end of George Harrison's song, My Sweet Lord, he was chanting Hare Krishna.
Oh, okay.
And 1973, that was before there were computers or cell phones, so I had to do a lot of research. My friend knew very, very little about Krishna, but at least he pointed it out to me. They're chanting Hare Krishna at the end of the song.
Okay.
So that I was introduced and I became very interested in Krishna Consciousness and asked many, many friends. Finally, this was in Southern Illinois, which is near St. Louis. Finally, after some time, I was able to go to the temple in St. Louis and visit the temple. I had become vegetarian, and when I went to the temple, the prasadam was so wonderful.
Okay.
Prasadam was so wonderful. So I was visiting the temple for some time, and I have to admit that the devotees there never asked me to join.
Okay.
I didn't know you could join. I didn't know it was something you could join. Finally, the Radha Damodar Traveling Sankirtan Party came through St. Louis. This was about a year after I'd been visiting the temple. So the party came through and they sat down with me for 3 or 4 hours. You should join.
Okay.
And I did.
Which year? 1970?
1974.
Okay. When did you see Srila Prabhupada for the first time?
The first time I saw Srila Prabhupada was in Atlanta in 1975. Srila Prabhupada had just finished coming from, I believe, Mexico. Before that was South America. So he came to Miami, and then I saw him in Atlanta. And that was a very special time. One of the things that Srila Prabhupada did, he went into trance singing Jai Radha Madhava. And also for the first time, he chanted Parama Karuna Bahun Dvijana, that song. And he teared up in that song.
It was in Atlanta.
I was in Atlanta. He teared up in that song. And then another special thing that happened at that time. So the devotees just finished a drama of Lord Nrsimhadev, I believe. But anyway, Srila Prabhupada loved that drama very much.
Okay.
So then he was sitting on his Vyasasan and he said, "Where's Tulsi?" So the devotees didn't know what he was referring to, but Prabhupada clarified it. So he was saying the Tulsi plant.
Yes.
And finally they brought Tulsi for his Srinasan, where he was sitting, the Vyasasan. And so they were putting Tulsi down. They said, so Prabhupada told him, "Don't put Tulsi there. Tulsi should be higher than me." So they had the devotees put Tulsi higher. And then Srila Prabhupada made the point, well, Tulsi should actually always be on the altar, on the deity's altar. So that was a nice instruction. I'm not sure how many temples knew that they should put Tulsi on the altar, but there was a nice instruction that Srila Prabhupada gave that Tulsi should always be on the altar.
So what is your first impression when you see Srila Prabhupada for the first time?
You know, Srila Prabhupada is small in physical, in his physical body. He has a small body. So because of Srila Prabhupada's magnificence, I was surprised to see that Srila Prabhupada was short in his, in his body stature. He was short, and but still he controlled so many devotees. Controlled so many devotees. And another thing happened in Detroit, in Atlanta, that because we were with the Radha Damodar Traveling Sankirtan Party, which was gaining momentum and pretty popular at that time.
Yeah.
So Srila Prabhupada asked us at that time, he said 2 things to keep your life simple. Stay brahmachari. He said to stay brahmachari. And the second thing was keep distributing his books.
Keep distributing books.
Keep distributing his books.
We are sitting in a very special place, ISKCON, Hawaii, and Prabhupada visited this place multiple times. So tell us...
You know, this is his second favorite place outside of India.
Second favorite?
He stayed in Los Angeles a total of 137 days.
Okay.
But he stayed here in Honolulu 130 days.
130 days.
Yeah, it was a very, very special...
So he stayed in this room? Or?
Right in this room.
Right in this room.
130 days. He met famous people. He met Yogi Bhajan here. He met other, dignitaries. But he translated a lot.
Yeah.
In this room.
I saw in the background we are seeing Prabhupada's dictaphone here. And which books he translated here? Do you know?
I'm not exactly sure which books, but did a lot of translating here. He liked the peace and quiet.
Yeah, Honolulu, of course.
The weather was very favorable for his health.
Yeah.
His well-being.
Well-being.
So he really liked Honolulu.
Yes, and he even named this dham as New Navadvip Dham. Very nice.
It's an island.
Yeah, it's an island.
Navadvip means the 9 islands.
9 islands.
So it's an island.
Yep.
And we have the Panchatattva here.
Yes.
I don't know how many Panchatattva deities are in I know in Laguna Beach there's Panchatattva. And I know here, I don't know of any other in America.
Yes.
Panchatattva deities.
Yeah.
So it's very, very special. Of course, Mayapur.
Yes. Non-different from Mayapur.
Non-different than Mayapur.
You are in Krishna Consciousness almost like 40 plus years. Close to 50 years almost in few years. 73 means 40 plus 40 plus years. So how is your experience in this 40 plus years of journey in Krishna Consciousness?
There were many classes Srila Prabhupada gave, in which he said, just dedicate your life to Krishna and you will never know any shortage. And that's been my experience in Krishna, no shortage. Southern Illinois is a rather impoverished area. So when I was young, I used to think, wow, I wonder if someday I could visit California. So I did. I lived at the Los Angeles Temple for 26 years. But now here I am in Honolulu.
Yes.
And we're inviting more devotees to come and help us. We have a lot of plans. I was telling you about some of the plans here. So we beg devotees to come here, come and help us. There's so much preaching opportunity here. We can do books at set up book tables at all of the beaches. We have Pearl Harbor, we have Waikiki, we have so much facility here. I mean, everywhere in Los Angeles, in Honolulu, it's a beach. So we could be distributing so many books, so much prasadam. It would be wonderful. So my experience has always been that Krishna really, really takes care of his devotees. Really, as Prabhupada said, not only any shortage. So when we were new devotees, we were doing Sankirtan. So Srila Prabhupada was building Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada was building Mayapur, Srila Prabhupada was building Mumbai. So every dime that we collected, we used to go out and give out books, literatures, and incense. We would collect donations. Every dime we collected, we would put it in the bank. So then after the morning banking, we understood, we have no money for lunch. We have no money for gas. Nothing, we just put it all in the bank. So even to drive to get our breakfast or whatever, we had to collect more donations. But Krishna always supplied. Always supplied. There was never a time when I had any kind of a shortage at all. Never.
So what are very important things to move forward in our Krishna consciousness lives, advice for the next generation?
Well, I believe that they should also dedicate their life to Krishna, full-time dedication, and it's a very beautiful dedication. It's a very beautiful life. There's no shortage of preaching. There's no shortage of anything.
Okay.
Prasadam. We have these beautiful temples. Especially in America, there's a shortage of devotees. Shortage of devotees in America. I believe in other countries, especially India, there's no shortage of help there. And that's why they're opening so many temples. But in America, there's a shortage of help. And I think if the devotees just became convinced that there's nothing greater that they can do with their life, nothing greater that they can do than dedicating it to Krishna full time. We can dedicate full time, and there's so much opportunity Lord Chaitanya explained that if we go out and preach, it's the Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. It's that ocean of bliss that we're hankering for.
Yes.
We're hankering for happiness. People are hankering for happiness, practically willing to pay anything for happiness, and they don't realize that they'll receive it if they perform Sankirtan.
Yeah.
Most people don't know about Sankirtan, but as devotees, we know about Sankirtan. So we go out and we chant, we go out, we distribute books, we're distributing prasadam. It's very wonderful to be able to preach and to tell people about Krishna consciousness. So that would be my heartfelt message to anyone who hears this interview. That let's dedicate our life to Krishna. Let's go out and preach every opportunity, every chance that we get.
So for the first timers who are seeing this video for the first time, what are some of the things ISKCON is contributing to the world, or Krishna consciousness is contributing to the world?
Well, this knowledge is, for instance, when I came to Krishna consciousness for the first time, my questions were answered. Before that, there weren't answers.
Okay.
So Krishna consciousness affords that opportunity. The Hare Krishna, again, the Bhagavad Gita, this is the Raja Vidya, the Raja Guyam, Pavitramidam Uttamam. It's the most pure practice. So there's no greater benefit, and we have that, and we have to distribute that. And even if someone is a brand new devotee, at least they can give someone a book.
Yes.
It may be a little pamphlet, it could be a paperback book, it could be a Bhagavad Gita. My favorite book to give people is the Bhagavad Gita because, for instance, karma has become so popular here in the West. Karma. And most people don't realize the whole idea of karma comes from the Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
So I tell them the Bhagavad Gita explains all about karma. The mode of goodness, the mode of passion, the mode of ignorance, and how we can even go above that, and how we can change our karma, how we can get rid of our karma. So even a brand new devotee can go out and tell people about Krishna. Again, give them some literature, however simple the literature is. If it's printed by the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, then it's a very wonderful literature to give people. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for giving the time.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Manji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.